While PlayStation 5 continues to outsell Xbox Series XS at an estimated 2.1 ratio, recent data suggests the gap might be widening even further. Both Sony and Microsoft reported their earnings this week, revealing some striking contrasts. Microsoft announced a 31% drop in hardware sales, but didn't provide exact figures. On the other hand, Sony reported a 29% drop, but disclosed they shipped 4.5 million consoles. Analysts using available data estimate that in the last quarter, PS5 outshipped Xbox Series XS close to 5.1. This would put Xbox shipments around 800,000, 900,000 units for the quarter, dismal numbers compared to Sony's performance. This analysis comes from experts like Nico partners Daniel Ahmad and John Welfare, who have made similar estimates previously. With Microsoft not reporting actual unit sales for years, industry analysts rely on these calculations to gauge the market. So, what's going on? If Xbox sales continue at 800,000 units per quarter, that's only about 3.2 million Xbox sales annually. In contrast, Sony sold 20.8 million PS5s last fiscal year and expects to sell 18 million this year, even as sales peak. The Series S lower cost hasn't significantly impacted these numbers. One major issue for Xbox is the diminishing need to buy the console when most of its exclusives are available on PC. Meanwhile, PlayStation 5 maintains strong console-exclusive titles, keeping its hardware in demand. Both Sony and Microsoft face challenges, but they differ significantly. Microsoft is struggling with the sustainability of its Game Pass model and poor leadership decisions, like closing Hi-Fi Rush's Tango Gameworks. Sony, on the other hand, deals with ballooning game budgets and limited reach on its consoles. Recently, Sony has also faced issues with PSN linking as it tries to expand its live service games to PC. The ongoing battle between these gaming giants shows no sign of slowing down. What am I talking about? Guys, it's over. I'm sorry. And I'm sorry Xbox failed in such a horrible manner. Why am I sorry? When there's a monopoly and Sony has all the power, they become less consumer-friendly. So don't start partying yet. Sure, the PlayStation 5 outselling the Xbox Series XS at a ratio of 2.1 may sound like a victory for Sony fans, but it spells trouble for the gaming community as a whole. Without serious competition, Sony has less incentive to keep prices reasonable, innovate rapidly, or listen to consumer feedback. We've seen this play out in other industries. When one company dominates, customer choices dwindle, and corporate decisions start favoring profits over players. Microsoft's struggle with Xbox isn't just about hardware sales. Even with the cheaper Series S option, it's clear that the market isn't biting as expected. Many gamers prefer building a gaming PC where they can access Xbox exclusives via Windows. This convenience has undermined the necessity of owning an Xbox console, hitting Microsoft hard where it counts. On top of that, Xbox's Game Pass model, while initially praised for its value, raises questions about its long-term sustainability. With significant drops in hardware sales and the closure of studios like Hi-Fi Rush's Tango Gameworks, Microsoft seems to be grappling with more than just sales figures. They're facing strategic and leadership challenges that are eroding their market position.
Most upsetting both to Xbox gamers and to employees is that one of the shuttered studios in particular just created a hit game, did really well on Game Pass in terms of engagement, and won a ton of awards. Shouldn't succeeding in that way ensure the future of a studio?
One of the things I really love about the games industry is it's a creative art form. And it means that the situation and what success is for each game and studio is also really unique. Like there's no one size fits all to it for us. And so we look at each studio, each game team, and we look at a whole variety of factors when we're faced with sort of making decisions and trade-offs like that. But it all comes back to our long-term commitment to the games we create, the devices we build, the services, and ensuring that we're setting ourselves up to be able to deliver on those promises.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
But here's the kicker. A one-horse race in the console market isn't good news. As Sony cements its dominance, we risk losing the healthy competition that drives the industry forward. With less pressure to outdo Microsoft, Sony might become complacent, leading to fewer innovations, higher prices, and less attention to player feedback. I think it's over for Xbox in terms of hardware. Microsoft knew this even before they launched the Series line, so don't be surprised if Xbox becomes more of a service than a hardware seller. And I think Microsoft did the math. Why focus on selling all the console hardware when we can sell all the games on PC? This strategic pivot makes sense for Microsoft. By targeting PC gamers, they tap into a broader market without the need for extensive hardware investments. Plus, with the popularity of gaming PCs, many players prefer the flexibility and power that a PC offers over a console. So, what's the point of buying an Xbox today?